2 CGC invoice walkthroughs up next on Dave in the Cave. What's up, boys and girls? Your boy Dave in the Cave back once again. Another CGC invoice walkthrough. This one is certainly chock full of good stuff. Definitely want to show this off before I send it off for grading. It's actually two separate invoices that obviously I'm going to send separately. So we have the pre-1975 stuff, so that's your older stuff. This one is, I believe it's 6 or 7 books. It's all Amazing Spider-Man, pre-1975. Definitely have some good stuff within this particular stack, but I'm also submitting a modern invoice. Had some stuff come back in from pressing, so definitely want to, get this into grading and ultimately get these books back. I do have a 25 book invoice that is actually scheduled for grading as we speak, so definitely looking forward to having that invoice come back and really seeing the grades. So check out the turnaround time. So this is as current as can be. They're really caught up, which is certainly a fantastic thing to see. It'll be really interesting to see how or when that changes. I know the private signings are in full swing. They actually just had Ryan Stegman and Donnie Cates in the building down there in Florida. So hey, here's to hoping they can keep it where it is. And hey, going to cons would be nice, but I don't think we're getting that this year. But no, guys, let's jump into the older books first. Lots of good stuff here, lots of first appearances, and pretty much everything in between. So first book up, so I have Amazing Spider-Man 18. Looks to be pretty solid condition. Actually bought this from Very Gary, so shout out Very Gary. I believe this is your first appearance of Ned Leeds. I think there's actually another first appearance in here, but hey, solid low to mid-grade book. I think definitely think it's going to be in that 3.5 to 4.5 range, maybe even 3 to 4. Who knows? But ultimately excited to see where it comes in at. Amazing Spider-Man number 30, your first big cat appearance. Pretty cool looking book. Blacks, yellows, whites. Really dig it. Up next, we have big one. Amazing Spider-Man number 31. Your first appearance of Gwen Stacy. Love this book. Again, had this pressed not too long ago. Very, very interested to see where this comes in at. I actually do own a copy of this book already. It's actually a restored 3.5. So depending upon where this comes in at, maybe I pop the slab, have the restoration taken off. Who knows? Definitely an option, but we'll certainly wait to see where that comes back in. Next up, Amazing Spider-Man number 40. Classic cover, the end of the Green Goblin, Spidey saves the day. Love that. And then my last 3 books here. So we have Amazing Spider-Man number 46, the first appearance of the Shocker. Again, fairly low to mid-grade book. This was pressed, so this is going to be, the best it's going to be. Definitely one of those iconic covers overall. So next 2 books, huge books, huge books. This one is certainly a beater copy. I got this book for next to nothing, so I figured why not take my chances, send it in, see where it comes in at. Again, I am personally a big believer of getting those Spidey keys and ultimately being able to trade up, and this book is definitely no different. It's only getting more expensive. It's only getting harder to find. So again, why not build that equity into this book and be able to move up a little bit later on down the line. So Amazing Spider-Man #1, Amazing Spider Annual #1, your first appearance of the Sinister Six. Believe it or not, this was pressed. You should see the condition that I got this book in. You can actually see literally the folds in the middle of the book. Someone literally folded this twice and stuck it in their back pocket at one point. So pretty crazy. Pressed out, dry cleaned, looks pretty good for the condition that it's in. Honestly, if this came back at 2, a 1.8, I'd be really happy. From my trained eye and from my presser's trained eye, there is no restoration on this book. There is a little bit of tape on the spine here, but we will ultimately see where it comes in. And biggest book of the bunch, literally just back from pressing earlier today. Very, very happy with how this turned out. Amazing Spider-Man #129, your first appearance of the Punisher. Iconic cover, bright yellows and bright reds. I love this book. I can't wait to see where this comes in. I honestly think it slots in between probably I would say a 6 and a 7. This is a massive upgrade for me. I actually had a 3.5 previously, and guys, hey, we'll see where it ultimately comes in. So that is the stack of older books. So all the books you see here, I'm actually submitting on one invoice. I like to keep my invoices separate. Don't necessarily want to have the crossover between modern and not modern books. Just slows down the process, and certainly it's a little bit more clunky for CGC. So anytime that I can make it easier, I definitely want to do that. So nice stack of moderns. Again, I'll put the turnaround time up here. This way you can kind of see the modern turnarounds on how many business days those are. Again, both are relatively short, which is fantastic. Not usually the case this time of year, but again, given everything going on, it's certainly warranted. So up first, so this is actually a 2-book set. I'm actually submitting both. The Batman Adventures Continue #1, KRS Comics Store exclusive from Warren Lowe. These covers are absolutely beautiful. So this was the exclusive cover, and then the second book was I believe this was the cover A. Both of them are gorgeous. Both are near mint. I'm expecting, again, 9.6, 9.8. We would always love the 9.8s, especially on modern books. Up next, two of the same book. You'll see the difference here in a moment. Batman 92, first cover appearance of Punchline. Again, modern book, should be a 9.8, doesn't need to be pressed. So we'll ultimately see where this comes in at. And then the second Batman 92, this is actually the 1 in 25 variant. So this one is very, very nice, minty fresh, gotta love it. So again, expecting high grades, 9.6, 9.8. I definitely want the 9.8, really just to match the previous cover there. So, and then this is where you start to get into I would say, I think there's a couple different titles in this. Majority of them are Amazing Spider-Man. So Amazing Spider-Man #1. This is actually the 1 in 100 variant from John Romita. Again, another book that is just in from pressing. So excited to see where it ultimately comes in at. Another Amazing Spider-Man run, another ratio variant. This one is actually the J. Scott Campbell 1 in 50 variant. So gorgeous. Love it. 9.8. Let's hope. Up next, guys, Amazing Spider-Man 800. So this is not a 1 in 100, not a 1 in 200, but a 1 in 500 from this is gorgeous. This is a Ditko remastered variant. There's actually 2 of these. So there's a 1 in 500. There's also a 1 in 1000. I actually have the 1 in 1000 actually being pressed right now, so high hopes for that one. Next up is another high ratio Amazing Spider-Man book. So this is actually Amazing Spider-Man 568. This is actually the 1 in 100 sketch variant. So this is another Ramita banger. Love this one. Gorgeous stuff. Again, I'm expecting high grades. I'd be really surprised if it wasn't. This one is a Black Cat number 10, I believe. I actually have the regular cover. Excuse me. I have the regular cover signed in a 9.8 from J. Scott Campbell. I am definitely looking for the matching 9.8 on the Virgin. This is the 1 in 100 Virgin. I love this cover. It's absolutely beautiful. It's amazing that this art is actually from 2014. So, you know, still holds the test of time. It's still beautiful. And honestly, it's one of my favorites from J. Scott. So really, really dig it. Up next, I have the Superior Spider-Man 31, another J. Scott Campbell cover. This is actually a part of a 3-book connecting set. Gorgeous. Again, expecting high grades. I'm really looking forward to seeing how those come back. Next 2 books, not Spidey. Actually thought I had more Spidey here than I did. I have a Spider-Gwen number 2. So this was a Stanley Collectibles exclusive, an Emerald City Comic Con exclusive. J. Scott Campbell on art. This book is beautiful. This book is minty fresh, and you know, again, one of my favorite Spider-Gwen variants, really across the entire run. Certainly, you know, even up to current. And then the last book that I have going to pressing, you know, again, if I don't add anything, I'm sure I will, but Invincible Iron Man number 9. This is actually your first full appearance of Rai Williams. Again, very confident that this is certainly above a 9.6, so I'm definitely hoping for a 9.8. You know, the work was definitely done beforehand as far as pressing and cleaning. So there you have it, guys. That is 2 separate invoices. So I have my modern invoice here. I have my pre-1975 invoice here. Very, very, you know, happy with how things turned out coming out of, you know, a pressing clean. Again, guys, you know, you hear it from the 3 Men in a Basement. You hear it from really anybody that knows what they're talking about when it comes to comics. Don't leave money on the table. Spend the $10. Press it, dry clean it. Yes, your turnaround time's certainly going to be extended, but it's warranted. It is 100% warranted, just on the gap between a 9.6 and a 9.8. I mean, in a lot of instances, you're talking about almost double the price. So spend the $10, put your mind at ease, and know that you did everything that you could to really get a 9.8. So, all right, boys and girls, that's pretty much all I have here at this point. Keep it locked. I have a comic haul video coming, 200 subscriber video giveaway coming. That's definitely coming down the pipe. So, you know, again, thank you for everybody that subscribed up. Thanks for all the comments. Thanks for all the likes. You know, definitely, you know, share the channel with, you know, any and all. That'd be much appreciated. And always shout out my brothers over at the 3 Men in a Basement. So this is your boy, Dave in the Cave, officially signing out. Peace.